Hello, this is Hat-Trickster, and today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to be talking about history. Hello, today we're going to be talking about paratroopers. This is my first time doing a video like this, so tell me how I do. I guess we'll start with the first successful para-jump from a plane. This took place March 1st of 1912. It was done by Army Captain Albert Berry. He jumped from a biplane at about 15,000 feet over Jefferson Barracks near St. Louis, Missouri. There is some use of paratroopers in World War I, but parachutes were mostly used to escape from observation balloons and airplanes at the time. So we're not really going to be talking about World War I, we're just going to be talking about World War II, because it was mostly used in the invasion of Normandy. And of course the Germans used it while invading other places. And we're going to be talking about the American paratroopers today. The first U.S. combat jump was near Oran, Algeria, in North Africa on November 8, 1942. The first American paratroopers were actually formed as a test platoon in July 1940. The first jump in August 16, 1940 from this test platoon was made by Lieutenant William T. Ryder from a B-18 bomber. He was followed by Private William N. King, the first enlisted soldier to make a parachute jump as a paratrooper. One of the most well-known airborne companies was Easy Company. They had many successful engagements during D-Day and the Battle of the Bulge. By the way, if you have not seen it yet, Band of Brothers is an amazing show, and it depicts a lot of what Easy Company did during the invasion of Normandy and the rest of the war. Firearms used by airborne in World War II were the Browning M1919. That would be a terrible thing to jump out of a plane with, because that thing weighs around, if not more, 25 pounds. The Colt M1911, the M1 Carbine, the M1 Thompson, and of course the M1 Garand. Airborne during Operation Overlord, also known as D-Day. During Operation Overlord, a lot of the U.S. airborne were scattered all around Normandy. A lot of them did not know exactly where they are. A lot of them were separated from their companies and platoons. The U.S. airborne during Operation Overlord were dropped by American C-47s. Hundreds of them were deployed to drop paratroopers all over Normandy. The paratroopers' objectives were to clear roadways and destroy German armaments that were firing upon the beachhead that thousands of Allied troops were landing on. So they cleared the way for the troops that were heading from the beachhead into Normandy. Some lost equipment during jumps, which left a lot of them without weapons and a lot of other supplies that were needed. Paratroopers were very important to the war effort and the invasion of Normandy. I hope you enjoyed this quick history of World War II paratroopers. Expect the Fallschirmjäger next week. Thank you.